Happy New Year, everyone. It's your governor, Damien Key, back again for one more round of Sick Chats. We are once again joined by Lieutenant Governor Gracie McCoy.
Hi, everyone.
Once again, we're going to give a quick rundown of what Sick Chats are. For those who haven't had the chance to watch our first couple, a quick summary is that SICK stands for Communication is Key. And these videos are being made to make it easier for you, the people of San Andreas, to stay up to date and informed about what's going on with the government that's working for you. I hope you all had a good holiday season if you celebrated it all. And if you didn't celebrate, I hope these last few weeks of festive energy have been a good time to recoup and get hyped for this new year. A brand new year brings brand new goals and resolutions for things we want to accomplish. And I truly wish you all nothing but the best in taking those new journeys for yourselves. You got this. For those who may not have seen or heard, we are in the middle of a new election season, but we'll touch more on that later in the video. First, let's talk about our usual things, the executive nominations and the legislative bills that are currently proposed. We have nominated Vienna Turner to the position of warden for the newly created San Andreas Department of Corrections. The Department of Corrections is our new department that will be handling things up at Bolingbrook in terms of keeping things safe and orderly. The nomination for Anthony Coronado for Circuit Court Judge has now been voted on in favor by the legislators, and we now welcome our new Circuit Court Judge, Judge Coronado. The nomination for Vivian Malone as the Public State Defender is still currently outstanding, but she has been serving the public as acting Public State Defender while the nomination is being discussed amongst the legislators. That covers the executive news for this Sick Chat. Now we'll pass it over to Gracie to go over the legislative side of things.
At the time of this recording, there are currently 4 bills that have been submitted, and these are essentially the final bills for the term. H.R. 300 is the Government Media Fund Allocation Act of 2023, and this bill will establish a unified fund across government departments to promote public awareness through digital media channels, including video and audio recordings. These funds make it more accessible for the different departments to work with licensed local media companies to create informative videos like the one you're currently watching. H.R. 302 is the amendment to the Environmental Protection Act that is meant to address the concerns in regards to the quantity of meat, pelts, and fish allowed on your person, as well as updating the wording around the requirements for being searched. Specifically, the search comes into play only when participating in hunting or fishing activities. H.R. 303 is an amendment to H.R. 270. This bill will amend the government salary scales to normalize the pay scale of the judiciary. H.R. 304 is a constitutional amendment that will set standards for legislation modification time. This bill establishes a clear framework regarding the resetting of the legislative clock following amendments, ensuring adequate time for transparent review and consideration of changes before voting on modified legislation. Originally, it was requested by Governor Key for any edits to be shared so that the public were aware of the changes, so it's great that a bill codifying that has been made. With the legislation out of the way, let's talk about the term as a whole and moving forward.
4 months may feel like a long time, but it completely flew by. We've been able to get the Sick Chat videos off the ground and even have a proposed media budget bill that will allow for other departments in the government to do something similar, or even just allow us to produce Sick Chats a bit more frequently. We've been able to just go out and vibe in the community and talk with the citizens of the state, either directly or over the phone. Through these conversations, we were able to address different concerns that were brought to our attention, such as issues with legislation that has been passed, suggestions for improvement, and even in some cases, there were times where people just wanted to vent about the state in general. I truly appreciate all who reached out to us, and I'm glad that we were able to do what we could to address your concerns. One of those concerns actually modified how IA complaints were being handled, where a member of the IA team will now directly reach out to the person who put in the complaint, informing them when it's picked up and when it's closed. There's also been a lot of learning on our end. This was definitely a successful term. We connect with a lot of people in the state, but there's still always more that we can do together. We're looking into finding an easily accessible pipeline to watch these Sick Chat videos, as well as press releases and other announcements. That way, what we do and create are not just drowned out on Twitter, or Yeeter as it's called now. I personally want to better connect with the department heads and understand their goals and visions so we can better put plans in place to better serve the people. So please continue to provide that feedback, suggestions, and of course the criticisms, so that way we can do a better job working for you. With that being said, I believe we had a good start with the last term, and that's why we're running again for this upcoming term.
And before we get to the vibe check, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has played a part in making this term the way it was. All of your support, the knowledge shared, the laughs, the arguments, all of it. Thank you all, and I truly hope that it will continue next term. With all of that said, we're once again at that point. How are we doing out there, San Andreas? We want to hear from you. No issue is too small. So give us your feedback. How was the video? Was it too long? Was it too short? Do you feel more informed? Is there anything in particular you'd like more information on? Please let us know.
Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in to this SIK Chat. Remember, if you ever need to hit your governor up or lieutenant governor up for anything, you can find us on FedFinder. No matter what happens January 8th through the 12th, it has been a true joy serving as your governor. On that note, we'll bring this SIK Chat to a close. Until we speak again, take safe and stay care. We'll see you soon.